welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. I am going to be working on my massive cross stitch conversion today. So if you would like to grab whatever you want to work on or just listen to this like you would a podcast, then feel free. I normally go for about an hour, and on these types of cross stitch conversions and this project, I do like to go through on my channel and just read some of the comments, and I haven't done this since December, so I'm going to go ahead and start on my January's whip and chat and then see how far that we get. I'm going to watch the time, but I'm really looking forward to spending some time with you guys today, and especially on this project. I just love doing this project, and I just haven't had time to really focus on it that much since I've been working on another cross stitch conversion that I am now finished with. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to lay some drills, and then we will go ahead and go over some of the comments. And if you are not familiar with a cross stitch conversion, as you can see, this is a blank canvas, and so I am working on a pattern that I am using from Heaven and Earth Designs, and it is converted into it's a cross stitch pattern, but it's going to be converted into a diamond painting. And let's see, once I get started on this, I'm pretty good. It's just getting started. I did have to purchase my own diamonds because nothing comes with this. It's just a pattern like you would use for cross stitch, and then you have to go through and order your canvas. You have to go through and order your drills. There are some companies that you just tell them what you need or send over a copy of the pattern, or they're able to go in, just look at the link that you send them. And I know that Jaded Gem Shop does that now, so I might order from her next time, or I may order from Diamond Drills USA. But I did get mine from Evermoment, and I really do like their drills, but you do have to determine how much you need. I have been told, though, that they will even do that for you now. So that is a really nice service. It's going to be a little bit before I get this one finished, but once I do, then I'm going to look into doing another one. I do have a couple of princess patterned canvases, or the princess pattern conversions that I have purchased from Jade. I do want to do one of those next. I'm hoping that I can get this one finished by the end of August, but we'll see. I'm not really sure if I'll be able to do that or not because I get started doing other projects. This one is really time consuming. I got lucky on a couple of the actual sections I was working on last weekend when I decided I'm just going to work on this for just a little bit, and then I'm going to go and work on my other canvas. And it was really cool because there was a lot of color blocking, which was really unusual. So I'm hoping maybe this rose that I'm on now, that there will be some color blocking, because there hasn't been any in any part of this canvas up until last week. And I am at 31%, which doesn't sound like very much, but for a large canvas, that's pretty good. I have put down 23,728 drills, but there's a total of 75,400. So I do have a long way to go, but I'm hoping now that I have finished my Advent cross stitch conversion that I can spend more time with this one, because I was working on that every day. And so because I was doing that, this one kind of took a back seat, which is fine, but I can say that it's done. And let me tell you, I almost screamed for joy when I put that last drill down. It was a fun project, but will I buy another one? I don't know. It's a lot of factors that I'll have to decide when it comes time. If they do have any other ones, I'll have to think about it really carefully. I want to see how that they're making changes, because if changes aren't made, then I highly doubt that I will order another one, just because of how long that it took me to get that one done. But it was fun. I'm glad I did it. I am going to have a review on that within the next 2 weeks. I can't exactly say sure when, because I have other videos that I want to get done as well. But I am going to have a review on it so you can see the completion. And I'll let you know whenever I do that one, because if you want to do it or you bought it and you hadn't finished it, then I don't want to spoil the surprise for you, because that was definitely part of the fun on that one. That I didn't know what it was going to look like, so I thought that was really cool. I did like that part. And I wouldn't mind doing like another mystery one, but I don't know if I'd want to do it unless it is actually a cross stitch pattern, because that one is hard to follow. Let's see. This is actually already in the wrong place. It should be 6 and 7 over here. I'm just doing 2 of the boxes today on here, because when I am doing this and talking, it just takes me a little bit longer to do. This should be at 9 and 7. We have had the weirdest weather today. It's Friday for me. It looks like it's just going to pour down rain, but it has gotten so far, and it's around 2 o'clock, it has gotten to be around 67 degrees today, and we were in the 20s and the teens last weekend. So it was just crazy that now we're getting almost like spring weather, but it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow on Saturday. So I'll probably have to wait. I've got some errands to run tomorrow. I'll probably wait on my errands until... Why is that there? Let me go back here. I do have some 310s that I missed. I'll probably wait until Sunday to do my errands, just because of the fact that it's supposed to be nasty and rainy tomorrow, and I really don't want to get out in the rain. And Paige wants to go with me, but I don't want her to get out in the rain either. So that's just not going to be a really good idea. All right, here's this one. I need to go over to... And then this one needs to go up. Okay. Like I said, once I get started on this, I'm pretty much okay. It's just the starting part. And I haven't done this in a week, which really is not that bad, but I kind of forget what I'm doing. This is 1, 2, 3. This should go there. And why is this off already? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This needs to be up 1. There we go. Now I'm cooking. Okay. There we go. All right. Let me get another color, and then, oh, that's good. 372. There's quite a few of those. And it looks like on my next sections that I'm hoping to work on some over the weekend, there's going to be a lot of color blocking. I have written down on I'm working on a schedule on how many squares that I have left, and if I do X amount of squares per week, I can get this finished by the end of August. So it looks like I have, if I calculated this correctly, and I am an accountant, so who knows if I calculated it correctly or not, but I have 572 squares left, which sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but if I do approximately 14 squares or 16 squares a week, by the end of August, I should be all right, and I should have this finished. So that's kind of the plan. I am going to make an Excel schedule, and I'm going to mark them off as I do them. I think that might be kind of fun, just so I can see my progress. Then it might be kind of scary too to see that how much I have left to do. Let's see. Okay, I got that one. And then I hope you cannot hear my dog. She has just been sleeping a lot, but now she's not sleeping. She's just at my feet. I don't know why she's so tired lately. Hope it's just the weather. All right, so let's get started here. I have my computer, and now I need to log in again. Okay. I'm watching the time too. I don't want to go over my time with you guys. Okay, Deborah Calls says that she sees I have 3 members now. She says, I'm glad you had such a nice Christmas with your family. She's been missing my daily whipping chats and looks forward to Saturday one starting up again. She liked the diamond painting that I was working on, which was a Josephine wall for this comment. She's also getting into making her own treasure books, and she wants to put some family photos and memories in them. She's feeling better today. She went to the thrift store to get some sheet music and cards to make her pages and embellishments. And then she says while she was sick, she watched a lot of how-to videos on YouTube, and that she hopes that my week goes well. So as you can tell, I'm behind because that was talking about Christmas, but I do have a members for my channel that you can sign up for if you would like to. Of course, it is no obligation whatsoever, but I do have 3 members right now. I am working on getting some content out to them that is strictly for them. Nobody else will see it. Some behind the scenes, I'm working on that. So that should come out in the next week or 2. Also, I have a private meeting set up for them. It is a Zoom call where we are going to diamond paint together for an hour, and that is once a month. And I think, or at least I hope, that the fee for this is it's reasonable, and it is minimal for what you do get. I do have different tiers, so if you're interested, just click on that link and underneath join, and you can see exactly what that entails if you would like to join. Of course, no obligation. I'm not trying to advertise or anything like that. I am just making a comment. This one gets over here. And hopefully I will be able to get that up and going. It is very similar to a Patreon. It is just through YouTube and not through Patreon. And they do receive additional announcements. They get to see some videos early. And I am able to post early. Let's see, this one goes here. And I used to make junk journals quite a bit. I haven't done that in a long time. So good luck with your junk journals, Deborah. I hope that you are able to get some family memories through your journals. I am trying to decide what I want to do with my memory keeping. I don't memory keep like I used to because honestly, I don't take pictures like I used to. We don't have a lot going on. So I'm just trying to decide what I want that to look like this year. And it's going to be one of two ways. And I just can't decide exactly what I'm going to do. But I need to get that going or I'm going to get behind. And then once I get behind, I just have no desire to get caught up because I don't want to be able to jot down, prior memories or something that, is a month old. I like to do it current. So we'll see what I decide to do, but I'm not sure yet. I even thought about doing another junk journal, but that's on my list. May do it that way. I don't want to do another happy planner. I don't want to do a project life because that just takes up too much time and I don't really have the desire to do that. But a junk journal might be the way to go for me as well. Okay, Christina 406 says, Happy New Year. She's excited about the J-Wall event. It'll be her first J-Wall. She bought her canvas from the one with the diamond art, and she has purchased Scorpio. It's 100 by 125 centimeters with 247 colors. Wow, Christina, that is huge. It's going to be her first max kit color. She's not doing any events in January, so she can get caught up on her whips. And she left for a cruise, so she won't have much time to diamond paint in January. A cruise sounds like a lot of fun right now, especially going somewhere really nice and warm. That would be really fun just to kick back, relax, and just do nothing. My husband isn't really a cruiser. We went one time and it did not go very well. The cruise that we actually went on was not very good. I have been on many cruises before and he hadn't, and I kept telling him how much fun a cruise was, and his sister kept telling him, and so we decided for our 1-year anniversary, since we didn't really take a honeymoon, that we would go on a week cruise. And the cruise was just a bummer. So I'm not sure if I can ever talk him into going on another cruise again. That may be something that, I don't know. We will have to wait and see. This goes here and here, I think. So we'll see if I get to go on another cruise with him. That's up for debate. There's that one. I got these 3. The next one is from, oh, and I do love Max Colors. That is one of my favorites. The more colors, the better. If I do another cross stitch conversion, I do plan on doing a Max Color for the cross stitch conversion. I might even get brave and do a Josephine Wall cross stitch conversion. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think it'd be really pretty, but I think it's going to be huge and a huge project, much larger than this one. So that'll be something that I won't even consider this year, but I might think about doing that next year. That might be fun. And I am co-hosting a Josephine Wall diamond painting event. And you can also cross stitch if you want to for Josephine Wall. An event in April. And that is going to be with Angie and myself. Angie has recently changed her name on her YouTube channel. And so I know it's Angie's, I think it's Angie's Sparkle Addiction. I'm honestly not sure, but I will put that down there. I'm so used to Angie's Crafting with Diamonds now that I just went completely blank. And I do apologize, Angie, but I will put her information below. She has also started up a new Etsy shop. And she is going to also be a sponsor for our event. And then she's also going to be sponsoring for the upcoming event that I'm going to be hosting, and that is going to be the Paint Gym event. So I have 2 back to back. I have February and then I have April, and J-Wall is going to last 2 months, April to May. So if you want to join, you haven't gotten a Josephine Wall canvas, then I start thinking about that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one either. There's a new one that I have not started. Well, it's not new. I've had it for almost 3 years, 2 years at least. But there's a one that I want to start on for the event, but I haven't finished mine from last year. Sad, sad me. But I am going to start working on that one in February as I am working on my Paint Gym minis. So I might be able to get it finished, and then I can start that one either in April, the beginning of our event, or maybe in May. And I'll get the one finished, and then I'll start on another one. We had such a fun time last year on the J-Wall event. I definitely am looking forward to that one again. And I purchased last year a painting from the one with the diamond art, and I unboxed it, showed it on my channel, but I have not done anything else with it. I just was hoping that I could. I just didn't have time. So that one is something I need to keep in mind too. But I really want to do my Painting Deutschland first, because that one has actually been hanging up in my craft room. We will be in this house, oh gosh, it'll be 3 years in this house in July. And I purchased this before we moved. So it's going to definitely be completed, hopefully this year. I've kept the drills in the box. The drills are safe. And I definitely want to work on it. Let's see, I need 640. So the next one is from Diamonds and Stuff. Says, glad my visit with my family went well. That canvas is terrifying in the amount of colors. Enjoyed your video. And yeah, it can look terrifying if you have max colors. But if you break the max colors down into manageable containers where you know where your drills are, which sounds like a lot if you have, 240 colors or more. I think mine's 220, what I'm working on now. And that can be a little daunting, but when you kit up, if you kit up based on symbol, if that's how your brain works, then it does tend to make it easier, or at least for me it does. That helped me out a lot. I know what I've done now. I've counted this wrong. Okay. And so that's what I'm doing with my other max colors. I work by symbol and not color. There's a lot of diamond painters that like to go by color. And so when they kit up max colors, they will just put it in the color order. But I like to look at the symbols more than I do the color. So that's just how I do it. Let's see, moving right along here. All right, 7:30. The next one is from Tijuana Crafter. Says, have a great week. And then I have from Carrie. Says, hi, I'm so glad you had a wonderful Christmas with your family. Awesome that Maddie found a dress. Thank you for keeping me company while I made some cards. My oldest daughter came to visit us for Christmas, and she currently lives in South Dakota. She's getting married next year. And she wanted to go look for a dress, and I kept telling her, I think it's a little bit too early to be looking for a wedding dress. And then we started talking to an event planner and a coordinator, and so they both said it's really not, because if you purchase a dress, more than likely, because too, she is a very small framed woman. And so it's going to take some time to go through and do all of the alterations, you know, that she needs and different things that she's going to want for her dress. And so that made sense. And we thought we're going to go ahead and look now since she's in town. We may have to bring her back this summer to come and look for a dress again, because I wanted to be there with her when she was looking at dresses. And so she did come in, and we went to only one shop, and we were there for a while. But then the person that was helping us, the consultant, she started listening, you know, to what Madison was saying about particular dresses as she was trying them on. And so she was able to determine, you know, what she thought Madison would really like, which I thought was really cool. And then she said she had gotten a dress that they had upstairs and wanted to know if Madison would like to try that one on. And so Madison did, and it was absolutely perfect. So that's what she ended up buying. And I said, you know, if you like it, might as well go ahead and get it. And you can just take it home, and that will work out, you know, best. And just have someone, a seamstress that's in South Dakota, go ahead and start looking at your dress. It's going to take a lot of altering, but we knew that from the beginning whenever, you know, we were looking. So that's kind of what she's doing with her dress, and it did turn out really, really pretty. I think these need to be moved up. Actually, this one goes there. Okay. This one's going to be really fun when I'm done, but I'm a little concerned, to be honest, just for the fact that this is a little pixelated. I can already tell that it is, especially at the bottom. But it's going to be a fun canvas. I've enjoyed doing this. I'm not going to frame this or anything like that. It's too large. I'm just doing it for fun. So if it is a little pixelated, it's going to be fine. And that's the problem with me working on larger canvases. I tend to gravitate towards larger canvases, but the problem comes in with they're just too large. I have no place to put them, and so I just end up storing them. But I'm not doing this to decorate my house anyway. I am going to decorate my craft room eventually with some of my diamond paintings. I just don't know which one I want to do. I want to have like a theme going, and so I'm kind of just deciding, and I guess I'm having some, just, I don't know, some second thoughts of what I want to do in my craft room. So because of that, it's like, I just don't know how I want to do it. I have one large wall in my craft room that I can easily put several paintings on, but I don't know if I want to go like a mermaid theme, maybe an aquatic theme, or like mystical, because I do a lot of those too. I know I don't want to go landscape, but I don't know what I want to do. I thought about it first. I've purchased several of the Princess diamond paintings from Jaded Gem Shop, and I thought that would be really cool. I can do that. But I don't know if that's what I really want to do or not. And then we're talking about eventually moving. So I guess it really, at this point, it honestly doesn't matter what I end up deciding on, because by the time I decide, get a lot of paintings finished, then we'll probably have moved. We're in the process of moving. So I don't know what I want to do. It's one of those crazy things. I don't know if I'll have this large of a craft room when we move, because I am ready to downsize. I didn't think I ever would want to downsize. I always wanted a large house, and now it's like I am ready. I'm ready to downsize, enjoy life, enjoy the weekends, and not be tied to the house so much. So I'm not really sure. We'll have to just wait and see what we end up doing. That's good there. Okay, I'm about to change my comments. This needs to go over here. Okay. So that was on, I'm gonna look at the dates. Okay, that was Whip and Chat 88. Let me go in and change, where's 89? Here, this one's this one. Let's go to comments. And I respond to my comments online, and then I just read them out for you guys. This has tended to have worked well last year when I started doing this, because I don't know what else to talk about. I don't want to wait and then just comment online in case someone doesn't see it. I don't want them to think that I'm ignoring comments, because I'm definitely not. Let's see. Tracy Good Enough says, she tracked first Josephine Wall diamond painting from Germany. Took a year to do with breaks. Took 525 hours to complete it. Wow. I have not tracked my hours for my Josephine Wall, but on my new one that I'm going to start, I am going to track it. I have decided that's what I want to do, and I think that's going to be fun, but it's also going to be scary to track it, because then I'll think, well, I've spent way too much diamond painting, or maybe I didn't spend enough time, or wow, I'm really slow at diamond painting. I need to pick up speed. But I want to know how long it's going to take me on my Josephine Wall. And I'm going to do the same thing on the one with the diamond art once I start on that one. I thought about doing that one in tandem with my Josephine Wall from Diamond Painting Deutschland, but that would be a lot to do at one time. I don't know. Because I also have other diamond paintings I'm working on. I have 9, actually no I don't, I have 11 work in progress that I have brought over from last year. And I want to get the majority, I'd like to get all of them, but that is asking a lot. I want to get the majority of my whips done this year, so I don't have so many lingering. And I'd like to use some of my diamond painting storage, especially my favorites, which are the Elizabeth Ward. So right now my Elizabeth Ward diamond painting storage is tied up, pretty much all of them, for my Elizabeth Ward. So I'm trying to get that done. My tower that I have, that one is tied up right now too, from an Oraloa Halloween that I need to do. So I'm trying to do one whip and then one new diamond painting, and seeing how that's going to go this year. So I'm trying not to start too many until I get more done. And so far I've done really well, but you know, it's just the beginning. I still have a long way to go in the year, so I may end up going back to my old ways and deciding that I want to go ahead and kit up something else. And I love kitting up until I have to deal with all this static lately, and that's been rough. All right, let me see. The next one is from Laurie Joseph. Says, hi Debbie, enjoyed following along, working on a square from Diamond Art Club called Threads of the Universe. And she says it's so much fun to work on. I don't remember that one, but I love Diamond Art Club, so I am sure that it is a gorgeous kit. And Craftiest Christian says, starting on a new painting from Diamond Painting Fanatics, needed something colorful after some rough days. And so I totally get that. I have purchased a couple from Diamond Painting Fanatics, but sad to say, I just haven't done them yet. I need to start on one of those. They are a little bit smaller, or one of them is, and one is a gnome, and I had so much fun unboxing it, and I just knew I was going to get started on it, but I just didn't have time to do it. So I am going to be working on some new to me diamond painting companies this year, and that's definitely one of them. They have some really cute canvases too. I have an overabundance of my stash. Right now I am on a no-buy. I have put myself on a no-buy. I don't know for how long. I do have some points from Oraloa and from Dreamer Designs that I'm going to have to use, or I'm afraid that they're going to expire. So I really need to look and see on both of those. I have some from Diamond Art Club. I have used some points recently, but I still have quite a few points, and I sure don't want to lose those. Dreamer Designs have come out with some new Rakovich paintings that I would like to get. I'm kind of holding off, even using points, because I'm running out of space to store my diamond paintings. And so until I can free up some of that space, I need to just keep working on what I have. And I might be doing a de-stash on 3 Josephine Wall paintings, at least 3. But they are from, the 3 I'm looking at are from Diamond Art Club. They're not from Diamond Painting Deutschland. And I know 2 that I can easily part with. That's not going to be a problem on those, because I decided it's not really what I want to do, but I'm not sure on one of them because you cannot purchase them anymore. So that's kind of an issue of, do I de-stash? Because if I do, I can't get any more of them. This one goes here. I just lost that drill. It's right there. And I will be de-stashing those first in the Josephine Wall Facebook group. So if you are interested in those, they will have first dibs, and you are welcome to join the J-Wall group. That is for the J-Wall event. Over here now, let's see if those 2, and this one's going to go. This one's a really dark section I'm working on. Worked on light sections last time. Okay, 938. Okay, the next one is from, here we go, Angie Sparkle Addiction Art. I knew it was something about Sparkle Addiction. It is Angie Sparkle Addiction Art. And she gave me a heart on this one comment, but I'm glad I saw this because that way I can let you guys know what her new channel is. And she changed her channel. I don't want to speak for her, but she changed her channel, it's my understanding, because she wants it to coincide with her Etsy shop name. And so that makes perfect sense to me. I totally get it. And she does have some fabulous trays. Okay, this one goes here. And then I do have a few on this one, so that's definitely a good thing. These here. I don't think I will be working on any event canvases for really up until after the Josephine Wall event, just for the fact that I think that the paint gym that I'm going to be hosting, I really think that one's going to be rather busy. It's going to keep me busy, which is good, but I won't have time to work on anything else except for working on some of my whips. I can do that, but I won't have to be in a rush trying to get something finished. Let's see. Now I'm on 3012. Let me get all of these out. There's one that's stuck in here. All right, there's 3012. I only have a handful of those. I need to move this section and so I can get to this one. So it might make it a little bit darker for you guys to see. I might can move this out of the way. That makes it a little better for you guys, for you to be able to see. Right, let's see. Now we have Deborah Call says she is on the last row of Under the Stairs, and soon she'll get to pick a new painting to work on. And I love Under the Stairs. I don't have that one. It was out of stock. And then when I think it came back in stock, I wasn't in town, missed it again. But it is really pretty. And it's always fun whenever you finish one and you can start on something else. I love starting on new paintings. It's just the thrill of starting it, seeing what it's going to turn out to be. And that's why I have so many whips. So it's nice. I wish I could be like you guys. I'm trying to where I finish one or get very close to finishing one and then starting on something else. I'm hoping that that can be my goal for next year, if I can get caught up on all of my whips. I'm kind of heading in that direction this year, but I can't really say that because I have so many whips on my drafting table. I use my drafting table just to house my whips. So I don't hang them up. I just leave them flat. I don't diamond paint on, which is kind of funny, but I don't diamond paint on my crafting table, my drafting table. I just diamond paint on, I have a small easel. I do like to use my easel. But as for using a actual drafting table, when I first started diamond painting, I did that. But then I decided when I started having, more and more colors, I had a hard time with the drafting table because where I had it, I didn't have room to put another table. And so it was difficult because I had no place to put my drills. So I don't want to get rid of my drafting table. I'd eventually like to use it to where I could put my drills next to my drafting table on another table, but right now I just don't have that. Oh, 3047 is good. There's a lot of those. Let's see. Carrie Conlon says, hi Debbie, love your cute glitter tray. It's neat that it lights up. She says they have a lot of ice there along with snow. Of course, that's normal for them. And then she said Night to Shine is going to be amazing for Paige, and she knows that Paige is going to have a great time. And we have not gotten any ice or snow this year. I was kind of surprised. We normally don't get ice and snow, but it just seemed like everybody around us was getting hammered with snowstorms, and we didn't get anything. I'm not complaining about the ice because I do not like ice at all. And snow, I'm good with it for about 2 days, and then I'm like, okay, I'm over it. It is time now for things to get back to normal. The traffic here is just awful. Everything closes when we have snow because we're just not used to it. I don't like the cold weather either. I have been miserable all winter. Okay, there's those 3. And then Paige is getting excited about Night to Shine. This will be her 8th year going. And so we've gotten the dress. We have got to get her some more shoes. And what else do I need? She already has a purse. The dress is really pretty on her. I'm really excited to see her all dressed up. She doesn't want to have her hair and makeup done at Night to Shine. They'll do it for you for free, but we've done it for several years and she just prefers me to do it, which I don't think I do a very good job, especially on the hair parts. And makeup, it's fun. I enjoy doing the makeup. Madison usually does it for her, but that will be fun. But the hair I'm not so good with, but it will be fine. We'll figure it out somehow. It will get done. But if you're not familiar with Night to Shine, that is a special needs prom that is sponsored by the Tim Tebow Foundation. And then you have a hosting site, which our church is one of the hosts. And so that is where she goes. And then you have buddies, and it is just so much fun. And it's not just her that has a good time. My husband and I both have a good time because they pamper the caregivers, which is really cool. And for us, we get to wear jeans or whatever we want to, so that I'm really loving. I don't have to dress up. If I want to, I could, but I don't want to. All right, so there is that. And the tray, that tray was from Angie's shop that I purchased. And it also has a light in it. It lights up, so it's really cool, a trinket tray. And I haven't seen anybody else's trays light up. So I love my tray. I use it quite a bit. Right, that was the whip and chat on counting. I'm going back to another whip and chat. I'm trying to get these whip and chats out of the way for January so we can start fresh. All right, here's some more. There's quite a bit on this one. Okay, this is from Jess Diamond Paint. It says, beautiful painting. Her grandma collected carousel horses. She may have to work on a carousel painting in the honor of her one day. And this was on my whip and chat where I was working on Carousel Pony. And that is from Bella Art Diamonds. And I'm having so much fun with that one. I'm about halfway finished. What am I looking for? 3348. Okay, that was in the wrong place. I'm about halfway through with that one, and it is turning out gorgeous. It's been a lot of fun to do. My kids just love carousels, and that one I am going to have framed. I think I'm going to put that one in the hallway going upstairs where our bedrooms are, or I may end up putting it in my craft room. Every time that I finish one that I love, I finish Jasmine, and I thought this will be a good start for the Princess collection. I can go ahead, get all the frames to match, and that can go in my craft rooms. I love Disney princesses. Next thing I knew, Paige was having a fit. She wanted it in her room. And of course, I said, fine, sure, you can have it. So this one I started thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do princesses in my craft room because Paige may want all of them. And that's fine too. I'm excited that she enjoys them. But I do like that tray. So if you have not seen Angie's new Etsy shop, I highly encourage you to check it out. It's really cool. She always has some new things coming up. She has some new Valentine's trays. Okay, the next one is I think what would be really cute too, speaking of trays, is to see if she could have some kind of a horse in the middle of one of her trays, and that could go with that carousel, and it could be in pink. So that's what I was trying to get to as I was making that other comment about the tray. Kay Whittington says she's always loved carousels too. Here in Memphis, they have one of the remaining carousels from Denzel's. It was made in 1909, recently restored, and is in the Children's Museum. And I have very special ties to Memphis. I grew up in Arkansas, but my family lived in Memphis for years and years. And then when I graduated from college, I ended up moving to Cordova, which is outside of Memphis. And so I love Memphis. My grandparents lived there for a number of years, and I have just really fond memories. So next time that we go to Memphis, I want to go to the Children's Museum and see that carousel. I already have that on my list. My cousin still lives in Memphis. I have an aunt and uncle that live outside of Memphis. So I definitely have a reason to be going out of town. And then I definitely need to go to Arkansas. And I need to go this year. It is just something that I've really been putting off. And I really can't put it off anymore. I've got to go to Arkansas. And now I have a really good reason to go, so I can go to the Children's Museum. My cousins have children, so I'm like, I might just see if they want to go, and so we can see the carousel. Marking all these off. I don't mark them off as I go, I forget. That's 1, 2, 3. I have that one left. I have all of those on that side. Yep, I'm doing good. Okay. So the next one is, let's go up here. This is from Vivian. Says just down 85 in Valley, they have a free carousel that comes every year for the whole month of December. They do fundraisers for schools. All the elementary schools take the kids to ride one day. Her boys love it so much. She also rides once a year. She says she rides once a year, only ever once. So that would be a lot of fun too, to have a carousel just coming to town, and then the elementary kids get to go and ride. That would be really, really cool. And thanks so much for responding. I enjoy all of these comments. Elizabeth Warman says, good morning from Southern California, beautiful canvas. She remembers riding the carousel at Disneyland. And she says in the LA area in December that it has been in the 50s, which is crazy. And then she says, but she says that really isn't too bad, but it seems like that would be really cold for Southern California. 3364. She says her friend one time turned her living room thermostat up to 75. She put it back on 68. She says she always wants her thermostat on 68. Then she was talking about that she has been ill and had to have an MRI, which I hate getting MRIs. And I hope that you are able to pinpoint your problem. I know you have been dealing with that for a really long time. Nothing's worse, I don't think, than your back hurting. And then she's actually has been to Georgia, and then we were talking about earthquakes. I'm not sure how earthquakes came up in my whip and chat, but I did. I wish I could remember now. And that's one thing I don't think I could handle living in California, is just all of a sudden you have an earthquake. Because we've had some minor tremors here over the years, and I did not like it at all. I really wish I could remember how that came up, because it was something really funny. I'll have to think about that, and if I remember it, I will have to let you guys know again. All right, the next one is from Crafty-ish Kristen. Says, super low tempos in Washington. They're supposed to get freezing rain. And she also wants to do mermaid and magic. She ordered a Bella kit with a squirrel and fairy. And she loves the carousel horse. And I am going to be doing mermaids and magic. And I think that's in March. And I said I wasn't doing anything, and I completely forgot. But I will be doing mermaids and magic. I don't know which kit. I have so many mermaids, because I love mermaids, that I can do, but I also have a lot of magical ones too. So that's something else I'll have to think about. I guess it really depends too on what kit that I am going to be working on. Maybe I can do one of my whip and chats, one of my old whips that I have done on a whip and chat before. I might do that just so I can say I'm working on one of my older canvases. But that's going to be a lot of fun. I have participated in that one every year they've had it. So I don't know if this is the third year. I know they've had at least two. So I'm kind of thinking this is going to be the third year they're doing it. I could be totally wrong. Could be longer than that, but I know I have participated in two. So that's going to be something that I need to think about too. I'm glad that I saw that comment, because I do want to do mermaids and magic. And I do have a calendar where I put all of the events that I would like to do on there. It doesn't mean that when it hits that calendar, I'm definitely going to do it. But it's just something that when I am doing some of my planning of what I want to work on, that's when I look at my calendar to see if there's something there that I want to do. And my dog has just started up. She's been so good. She does not like this weather at all, especially with it raining and nasty. She is an outdoor girl. She does not like dealing with any of our weather. So more than likely, I'm going to have to stop for a minute to take her out. I shouldn't be saying that word, because as soon as I do, she's going to start in even more. I'm trying to get this one filled in. Oh, it's going to be... Yes, Molly, we all know. Everybody knows you're having a meltdown. I got it. Alright, so now I have one more color and I am done. That is going to be, let me pull this color up and I'll have to go through all the extra colors. That's going to be 3862. I've just taken her out. I have two more comments to finish up this one whip and chat that I was working on reading through. And so I'm going to do that. And then I have finished this one little section that I've been working on with you guys. And then I will probably keep working on this some more as over the weekend and tonight, because I have a little bit of time today before I have to think about dinner and before my husband gets home. And I have got to break down and order some more drills. I am really low on some of these colors for my cross stitch conversion. This one I should have 867, and I have, after this one I have like 4 left. I think I have another bag of this, but just in case, that's one thing I'm going to check when I'm done with here. But the next comment is from Lori Joseph. Says, oh, my memories of the Mid-South Fair. Her grandma would take her every summer, and wonderful memories of the Memphis Zoo. And I love the Mid-South Fair. It was different, very, very different back in the day than what it is now. I went years ago and I was so disappointed because it wasn't anything like it was when I was a kid. I loved it so much that when I was in high school, I actually worked at Libertyland, which used to be an amusement park in Memphis, and it's no longer there. And then when the Mid-South Fair came, then Libertyland was also open as part of the fair. So you didn't have to pay, to get in, but you had to pay for all the different rides. And so I worked there for 3.5 years and absolutely loved it. That was my first job ever, which I thought was really cool. The next one is from, and I love the Memphis Zoo. The next one's from Carrie. It says, great news about Maddie. She said Charleston is gorgeous. She loves my idea of creating a collage of carousel pictures. She thinks that my diamond art is looking great. And then she was discussing paper pumpkin, which is something that we do for making cards. And my daughter was thinking of getting married in Charleston, but she has changed her mind. I think she's going to get married in Atlanta. Okay, I have finished this section, so I've gotten 2 more squares done. Would love to have done 4, but it's hard to do that and try to count and to talk to you guys. But I've gotten 2 more done that I can mark off on my list, and then possibly more. Hope that you were able to get something done if you wanted to. And if you have not subscribed, I would love for you to consider doing so. I think you would enjoy our friends and family here. And if you don't mind, before you leave, please click on that like button. That really helps to get my videos distributed. And also, if you'd like to make some comments, make sure that you do so below. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.